Hello, this is Candy with eyes2jesus.blogspot.com, bringing you my monthly planner tour. So today I'm going to show you the current planner and setup that I'm in for the month of February. And I am still in my personal size Moterm planner that I got from Amazon. I absolutely love this. I did also sometime in the middle of last month, I bought one of these in all black as well. So I have the one that's black on the outside and red on the inside. And now I have the one that's black on the outside and on the inside. Most of the time I'm in the pink one because I love this color. But when I feel like I want less color or I want more of a neutral color, then a few times in January I did switch into the black one. But I've spent most of January in this pink one. And I'm going into February in this beautiful pink one. And if you are unfamiliar with Moterm planners, this Moterm personal planner is a real, genuine, very nice quality leather. And it is very comparable to Giglio Campagna planners, but at the fraction of the price. This cost me $53 instead of a couple $100 and up, as you would have with some of the more higher name brands. And it's holding up fabulously. It is serving all of my needs except for one thing, and that is I wish I had a slit to stick in a notepad, but that's not too big of a deal. I have kind of an alternate setup that I'll show you for that. So going inside, I shall show you my planner. Alright, so on the inside front cover, in the front pockets here, in this pocket I've got my washi card, and then I have a journaling card, and I have letter stickers on there, INTJ, because that is my MBTI personality type. And I just have a nice gold ollie clip there. It kind of helps this stay in place, adds a little bit of gold, which is pretty. And then I also have it as a magnetic paper clip, should I need to paper clip anything in my planner. Alright, and then in this little side pocket that goes inside here, I have some blank checks, a plastic pocket with a whole bunch of my cards that I don't use very often, but I like to have with me, some postage stamps, and I think that's pretty much it. And then inside this zipper pocket here, I keep some loose change. And then in this secretarial pocket here, I just keep a little bit of spending cash. Alright, now the very first page, as you see here, it says, "You are exactly where you need to be today." I trimmed this down from a mini Happy Planner cover. This functions as my front page lifter. It functions as my welcome page, and it also functions as my dashboard. And on the other side of this, I have sticky notes adhered. And this is what I'm using in lieu of wishing that I had a slit in the back cover where I can slide in a notepad. I don't have that, but I do have this. And as you can see, I already have a few things jotted down on it, so that's fine. And what's handy about this is sometimes I'll jot something down on this and then I want to take this sticky note off and stick it to a relevant page somewhere in my planner. Alright, and then I have a current family picture. And then on the other side of that, I have a current picture of my husband and I together. We've been married for 22 years, very happily. And then after that, I have several sheets of paper. In here it says the shopping list at the top. And this is just some trimmed down magnetic list pad paper. I love putting that kind of paper in my planners. And this is just where I write down when I'm out of something or when I'm low on something, it gets written here. And then the day before I get groceries, I will rewrite this onto my grocery list, which I write in the order of the aisles of the store of which I shop at. So moving past those sheets of paper, we come to my first official divider. I have 5 main dividers. They are trimmed down, vintage Target dollar spot dividers, planner dividers. So my first divider is labeled Home because it's for my homemaking section. And I just have a pen attached here. This planner comes with one pen loop. It's in the back. This is my second pen or my backup pen, which I just have right here. Alright, and then going inside, the first page in here are my daily chores. And then after that, I've got my children's cleaning chores, and then I have my children's paid chores tracker. So when I track when they do a paid chore, I just mark it here so I can keep track on how much to pay them each week when they do paid chores. And then I have a little paid chores envelope where if I have like if they did like let's say 3 of my kids each did a $1 chore, then if I have $3 with me, then I'll just take those $3 and stick them in this envelope to save till the end of the week. And sometimes I don't have all of their chore money in exact amount in this envelope at the end of the week, in which we just make a run down to the bank and break a 20 or something, and then I can divide up, you know, their paid chores for whatever, if they did paid chores that week. Okay, and then after that are my children's table chores, which are not paid. They are expected to help clean the kitchen after each meal. And then after that, we have my deep cleaning and organization projects, and then my master grocery list. And I have a little flag sticking up off the top of that, because if I grab that flag and flip the page, it brings me to my meals menu for the week. And I do plan out our full breakfasts, lunches, and suppers, including their sides. And then in helping me make my menus for the week, I have a list of breakfast ideas, and also a list of lunch ideas and supper ideas, and they include suggested sides. And then after that, I have my typical Thanksgiving and New Year's feast menus. And then after that, we come to this section here. I have a little side flag on it. This is the rest of my homemaking section, are my recipes, and then they're numbered, and I have a little written table of contents that corresponds to my recipes section. So I flip past all the recipes and I come to my next divider, which is labeled school. And this is my homeschooling section. I'm a homeschooling mother of 4. My oldest is an adult. I still have 3 children of school age going through homeschool. I'm currently homeschooling grades 12, 10, and 8. So this is my homeschooling section. And the first page in here is our current homeschool schedule. And then after that, the next 3 pages after that is the homeschool course of study, also known as the curriculum chart. And then for more detailed information and tours of this, I go into a bit more detail on these in my January planner tour. All right, and then after that, we have a couple pages of copy work assignments. I homeschool my children via the Trivium method, always have, always will. And then after that are their reading lists, and then just some note paper. And then my next divider is labeled budget. And just as it's labeled, that's what it is. This is my budgeting section. So on my first page, my budget section is what I call my budget guide. That's just a list of reoccurring expenses that we pay on which paycheck for each month. All right, and then I have a little magnetic bookmark clipping a few pages together in here now. Sometimes I need to clip pages together or clip in receipts or notes. And then I just have filler paper, and the filler paper has the date of the current check, and then also future checks, because I do budget ahead. And then I write down the current expenses assigned to that check for my budget guide. I then take a look at my monthly menu to see what's coming up during that pay period of that check that are extra expenses, and I add that here. So my husband knows if he wants a current total of how much money we actually have in the bank, my budget section is more up to date than our bank is, and so turn here first. Okay, so after my budget section, my next divider is labeled notes. And this is my full notebook. I don't need to have any separate notebooks. My full notebook system is in here. Now, the first page and the first subsection of my note section, the pages are numbered, and I have a table of contents. And these numbered pages are for gift ideas, kids' grocery week checklist, stock list, perpetual calendar, family information, codes, directions, contacts like phone numbers and addresses, and tracking. And I have a little side flag sticking out that just brings me to a page. It's actually a family information page that I turn to the most often in the notes section. And then I have a little top flag sticking out, which brings me to my tracking for project tracking. And then if I flip past that, it brings me to my brain dump, where I just have stuff, notes on my website, YouTube, another project that's long-term that we're working on that I'm keeping information for, list of outing ideas, potluck ideas. I have some string theory and quantum mechanic notes that I'm taking on a study that I'm doing. I have a list of fun ideas to do on dates with my husband. And then I just have some blank sheets of just various different paper for when I need more filler paper anywhere else in my planner. I can grab it from back here. Okay, my last main divider is labeled planning. So this is the planner portion of my planner. So I turn in here. Now, in my January tour, I was using Franklin Covey inserts in the compact size, the Monticello inserts, and I had them trimmed down from compact to personal size and repunched. I went ahead and changed out of those. I really wanted something pretty. And if you know me, you know I love florals. I love florals. And so I switched to month on 2 pages by Daytimer. Daytimer's portable size is the exact same size as Filofax personal size. The holes fit, the pages fit, everything. They fit right in. They're interchangeable. So I have a set of month on 2 pages Daytimer pages in the portable size from their Kathy Davis line, and I love it because it is so floral-y. Okay, so like here was the January divider, since you didn't get to see that. And alas, we're now in February, so I'm going to show you the February divider. See, aren't they pretty? And then here's my February month on 2 pages. And you can see they're pretty too. It's got some nice floral accents. I love that. All right, and I have the whole month on 2 pages in here for all of the year 2020. And I have a bookmark sticking out. It's my page marker, which leads me to today. And I am currently planning on day on 1 page. In January, I was trying out the Franklin Covey compact size trimmed down Monticello day on 1 pages. And it just wasn't quite working for me. I had too much room in one section, not enough room in other sections, so I wanted to just personalize it more. So I am doing my own day on 1 page. I'm just taking filler paper. Today I'm on filler paper that came with my Moterm planner, and I am just using that to plan my day on. So what I do, and what I've been doing, is I write the day and the date at the top, and then I just square off sections of my page. In fact, I use my page finder as a straight edge and just draw lines. And so I have a section right here, and that's where I keep my main tasks and to-dos. Section over here is for like appointments or timed things, or if I need to tweak my schedule. Then this section down here is just for food, meal tracking, meal planning. And then this section down here is for my chores and my children's chores, and if I have any special homeschool notes, which I did today. And then the bottom here is tracking and any extra notes. And that's working out really well for me. So I'm going to stick with that for a while. And what's really neat is when your planner doesn't have to be really expensive. For example, maybe you want to invest money and get a nice leather planner, so you can spend hundreds of dollars and wait weeks for a Giglio or a Vanderspec to come in the mail. Or you can jump on the Amazon, and especially if you're an Amazon Prime member, and get a Moterm for about $53 to $56, depending on which one you pick. And if you're a Prime member, it arrives within a few days. And it's heavy duty, it's beautiful, it is unstructured and floppy. So if you don't like that, then you're going to want to find a more structured planner. I love unstructured and floppy, absolutely love it. That's why I also love Filofax Maldens. But yeah, invest in a nice planner, or even if you don't have the money for that right now, then don't. Thrift stores often have some cute ones for 99 cents to $5. You can look on Amazon, eBay. You can go down to your local Staples, and they have some cute portable size Daytimers. All right, but yeah, you get yourself your nice planner binder, and then for filler paper, you can just grab magnetic list pads. It's $1 at Target Dollar Spot, 88 cents at Walmart in the office supply section. They're just just about the same width as personal size pages. Some of them are a bit wider, some are a bit narrow, but they're pretty close. You just trim them shorter and punch them, and you have filler paper. Really, really cheap too. And it's pretty. It's pre-decorated for you. And then go ahead and invest and like buy from Daytimer or someone just a month. You know, just a month on 2 pages year calendars. And if you don't have the money or you don't want to invest in that, make your own. And then you could do what I'm doing and just use whatever filler paper you have lying around and just design your own. A day on 1 page, or a day on 2 pages, or a week on 2 pages, or a week on 1 page, whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you. All right, so my page marker is just a cheap Amazon page marker. I wanted one that was thin and that was clear, but that had inches and centimeters on it, and that's what I have with this. All right, and then I have this, and I'll take this out of the rings. I showed this to you in my January tour as well. This is my master schedule or master to-do list for homeschool days. And it's double-sided because since I'm on day on one page, I alternate sides. So I have the exact same schedule on both sides. So no matter which page or which way I'm facing, this is facing, I have the same schedule. And then if I open this up, I can flip this around, and then this brings me to my non-homeschool days master to-do list or master schedule. Again, the same on both sides. Well, today's a homeschool day, so got to flip it to the homeschool side. So I just made this with some scrapbook paper, printing out my schedule on my laminator, and then just punched it and cut in slits so that it pops in and out of the rings just like my page finder does. So I'll just pop that back in. And yeah, just to show you what my blank day on one pages look like, how I'm setting them up, it's nothing fancy, it's just fully functional. All right, and then I just keep a month's worth of day on one page pages in here at a time, so I'm not totally bulking out the rings. My rings are full. These are 30mm rings and they're full, but they're not over full. It's totally usable. The pages still totally turn, so I don't really want to add a whole bunch more. I like to, I've noticed, and no matter what size rings I am in a planner, I like to have them full. So this is how it works in this planner. So I'm going to flip past all the planning pages and calendars. And then I come to a sheet of paper. It's just a sheet of filler paper, and I have labeled at the top Future Planning 2021 Plus. And I've already got some future planning in here. Funny that I don't have any 2021 future planning on here yet, but I do have one item for 2022 and one item for 2023. So that's why it says Future Planning 2021 Plus. Okay, so moving past that, the last section is a series of several top-loading pockets between two sheets of decorative wallpaper, crafting wallpaper, and those are my budget pockets. Okay, and then after that we come to my back page lifter. This is just a generic no-name page lifter that I had in my stash, and I stick on labels of reoccurring things that I occasionally will take off here and stick onto my master schedule on certain days. For example, if I have breakfast pre-made and it just needs cooked, but like it's in a pan in the fridge, then I will take the label that says oven and I will stick it in the morning routine portion on my master schedule. So when I'm up in the morning, I'll see that, and that will remind me, preheat the oven and get breakfast in the oven. Or if I have something pre-prepped in the crock pot and in the fridge and I just need to cook it all day, then I'll put on like my crock pot sticker on my master schedule, and then I'll see that the next day in my morning routine section, and it'll remind me, let's take the crock pot out of the fridge, everything's already prepped in it, I just need to turn it on and let it cook on low all day. So, back page lifter. All right, and then we have my back pockets. I turn some of my cards around for privacy reasons. This is where I keep my main cards that I like to have with me every day. And then in this top card slot, I actually just have some Avery dots and Avery labels and whole reinforcement stickers in there. And then this secretarial, I just keep just a few folded up sheets of paper for reference. And then my favorite part of the Moterm personal planner is the big pocket in the back. And I have actually 2 sheets of papers of some things that some friends gave me that I'm working on. I have several sheets of papers of references, mostly for my Bible study, like timelining history with Daniel chapter 11 is in there. I have, for the next several years out, I like to keep the Hebrew calendar and the Hebrew feasts and match it up with our Gregorian calendar. And then I have a few bills that are waiting to be paid when they come up due. Okay, and then in this back pen loop, and this pen loop's amazing, by the way, it's elasticized on the back. It's leather, and it's elasticized on the back where you can't see it, so it's really cool. And I have in here my all-time ever favorite pen, that is the Pilot Precise V5 with a .5 fine black needle tip. These things write like a felt tip pen. The writing is nice and rich and dark, and it looks like it's written by a felt tip pen, but it's a ballpoint, but it doesn't skip like your typical Bic ballpoints skip, and it's more richer and beautiful than that. And yeah, they're my favorite pens. I mean, I buy these whenever I see them on clearance. And I use up all the ink in these pens. I will run this pen dry, and then I'll just grab the next one for my stash. And 99% of the time I just use the black. Every once in a while I might use a pink or a purple or a blue or a green because they have them in different colors. But most of the time when I buy more, I just buy the pack of blacks, like 4 blacks in a pack. That's about a tongue twister. So yeah, that concludes my February planner tour, my current February planner setup. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and seriously, if you are looking for a good quality planner, check out Moterm planners on Amazon. I just can't say enough about them. They are amazing. Their planners are fabulous. It's, in my opinion, except for not having a slit to stick in a notepad, that's my only complaint. That's it. These are great. And the rings are just held in with common screws. You can replace the rings. I love that. So check them out and have a blessed day.